Hello!
Good evening,
everybody. We hope you can see us and hear us. Hello, I'm Paul.
I'm Jason.
And together we are
Those Vegan Guys.
And we're right bloody pleased to see y'all. Now, we just have to make sure that we're actually on YouTube. And the sound's already off. Marvellous. Everything's sorted.
Hopefully you can see us and hear us okay. We always ask at the start because it's vitally important.
Good to know. So, good evening, Star Cradle. Good evening and good night, Anne. Good evening, Kelly and Hedge Rider, our fabulous moderators. Thank you for being with us this evening. Good evening, Magenta Madeline. Good evening,
Ekaterina,
and Marcus, and Muddy Paws, and Charlotte, and Sarah, and Denise, and Daniel, and Beverly, and Vegan Blunders, and Jason, and Darren, and Charlotte, if I said that, and Carol. Hi. Thank you very much for joining us.
And thank you for the birthday wishes. That's totally awesome. It's been a lovely, chilled afternoon, exactly by design. And now, how lucky am I to be here sharing my birthday with you lot, which is totally awesome. So thank you all for coming along to join us this evening for the quiz. And of course, a little bit of a celebration and a chink of the glass later on for my 41st birthday, 41 years on this beautiful, beautiful planet that we all call home.
And good evening to Bobby, our other moderator who has arrived.
Yay!
Hi, Bobby. And hi, of course, to all our wonderful channel members whose names are in green. Good evening, Leanne. Oh, sorry.
Amateur.
Sorry.
I'm going to eat my mint.
We're just having a mint. And we're having a mint and coffee.
Decaf. Oh, Piccolo. Thank you so much. Happy birthday. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Thank you for the super chat. And thank you, Angela. Charlotte, yeah. I've been on the playing computer games for about 3 hours this afternoon, so I'm a bit bog-eyed.
I do love a mint.
Minty goodness.
Oh, I've added more. I've added more emojis to the members' emojis. One of them says it's rude not to. Oh, it's dead tiny. I bet you can't even see it. And one of them says animal warrior. I think. I was playing around the other day and I just thought, oh, they look cute. And then I added them and realised that they were really tiny.
Leanne is in the house.
There it is, look. That's them. Can you read what they say, Jason?
Just about.
It's
I've got good eyes.
Not to.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the green one say?
Vegan for the animals. Yes. You know what you need? You know what we need? We need another image for the members to use. We need Vincent Vegan.
I bet you can see them there better.
Yes.
Can't you?
Yes. Yeah, we should have
Vincent.
We should have Vincent at some point. Yes, thank you, Bobby, for the lovely card. Thank you to everybody else who has sent wonderful birthday wishes, cards. I've got a little gift over here from Kelly that I'm going to open live this very evening, possibly after the quiz. After the quiz, I think.
Do you think?
Maybe. Oh, Beverly, thank you so much for the super chat. Bless you. Thank you. So yeah, what was I saying? I've lost my train of thought already.
You were saying you were opening that after the quiz.
Yes, and oh, that was it. Bobby's card. Yes, I opened it strategically close to the bin. That sounds awful, but I shook it. I could tell. Now I thought, if it's just sequins, you know, a sequence card, then it would have been okay. But oh no, no, actual glitter stuck to my fingers for 10 years. It doesn't matter.
Walls of the stuff.
I loved it. Loved the card. So thank you. Thank you muchly. We won't, Angie. Don't you worry. You go and take care of yourself. The quiz will be starting probably in 5-10 minutes, so you'll be okay. Oh, Denise, thank you so much for the super chat.
Hello, Michelle Lowe.
Michelle Lowe is in the house. Thank you for joining us, Michelle, on this special day, my 5th birthday.
If you add together 4 and 1, what do you get? 5.
Yes, yes. So, before we get into the quiz, if there's anybody in the house, John is in the house. Thank you so much, John and Marcus. Greatly appreciated, and glad you're here as well. Really glad you're here to celebrate. The library is open. Stu is in the house. Amazing. Thank you for joining us and being here. Lovely, sir. Lovely, sir. Yeah, I was saying, we've got 78 in the house already. We're not even 10 minutes into the live.
Oh, it's amazing.
Which is awesome. If you are new here, we are a vegan lifestyle channel on YouTube predominantly, but also cover all kinds of other stuff, LGBTQ stuff, occasionally delve into politics. Music.
Drag.
Yes.
Politics and mental health, quite a lot.
Yes. All of that sort of stuff. So if you're into that and you haven't subscribed already, why not just do it right now?
Why not do that?
And at the very least, just pop the comments down for a second, give us a thumbs up, and then come back in and get ready for the quiz. We've got 3 rounds. 3 rounds tonight.
Outdoing me. He's the one.
Stacey's been looking forward to this live quiz for a while.
I could shove that back just a little like that. There we go. That's a little bit better.
I'm hoping that the sound is going to be reliable for the quiz tonight, because round 3 is very much dependent on audio working. I will say no more.
Yes, is the audio fine right now?
Vegan Blunders, thank you for joining us. First time on the live quiz for me, says Vegan Blunders.
Well, we hope you enjoy it. It's usually a bit of fun. And that's what it's all about.
Leanne's just put her own birthday cake in the oven. My hopes are never high, lol. I'm sure it'll be awesome, Leanne. I'm sure it will be awesome. Cat audio good.
Brilliant.
Stacey audio good.
Brilliant.
Mr. Atlanta, excellent. Thank you.
Mr. Atlanta. Good, sir. Good to see you.
Indeed. Brilliant. Yes, we're here, absolutely. Peaky Pickers. We're here to chill out, have a bit of fun, not take things too seriously, and it's down to earth veganism all the way.
On the reg.
Didn't even have to say it. Beat me to it, didn't you? Yes. Imran is in the house, I think.
Shall we wait for a few minutes and see if we can muster 100 before we start the quiz?
We could. We could do
We
that.
might not, though.
Could.
Or even 90. Maybe 90.
Oh, 2020, Bridget, thank you. Yes, Imran is in the house. I've just seen it.
80 then. All you drop-offers. Go on, get off with you. You're not come to have some fun and have a quiz. You're going to turn it off when somebody mentions numbers. Get away.
Tom. Jason, we're currently smashing various different Aldi Vegan Week treats to celebrate your birthday. The marshmallows are a particular highlight. Gutted that we didn't see them in ours, in our local.
I know, I looked as well.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't seem to be there.
Gutted. It's just postcode potluck.
It is potluck.
Postcode potluck is what it is.
You never know. You never know what you're going to get. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Sitan inside, thank you very much for the birthday wishes. Kelly, I saw an Instagram post today saying Aldi has fishless nuggets and fishless fingers too. I hope our Aldi gets those. Absolutely.
That'd be cool.
Smashing it out of the park at the moment, Aldi.
We've got Jay's mum and dad. Evening, mum and dad.
Hello. Hello.
Some cornfish fingers today to try, and we recommended trying them on a butty. But of course, they could try them by however they want. They've developed a new thing now. They get tins of new potatoes, drain them, and then just whack them in the air fryer. And apparently they're gorgeous. Them and fish fingers and peas.
Oh, yeah.
You what?
Unbelievable. 2020 Bridget, I'm wearing the same t-shirt in black. Went to see the film earlier. It was most excellent.
Oh, isn't it good? Isn't it good?
It's so good. It's so good.
We need to see it again.
Yeah,
really, don't we?
We do, definitely. I'm still 50-50 on going to the cinema.
Oh, Gemma made your gardener's pie this evening for tea. Went down a treat. The kids had
no idea either, and gobbled the lot. Keep up the great work, guys.
Thank you, Gemma, and I'm so glad you enjoyed it, and the kids did.
Amazing.
Tasty pie, though, isn't it?
Yes. Mum and Dad won't see that, so I'm going to read it. Angie says, "Hi, Jason's folks."
Yes, they'll be watching on the telly at home, so they won't see any of the chat, just us lot. But people are saying hi to you, Mum and Dad.
Yes. We dropped some shopping off for them today, this very day. And we had birthday wishes and singing of happy birthday at the doorstep, which was very nice.
Kate, no, we haven't tried the vegan pucker pies yet. But we're trying some pies and pastries quite soon. Oh, not pies, pastries.
Pastries.
Pasties and sausage rolls very soon. That's all we can say for now. Yeah, that's all we can say for now. But it's something new coming to a supermarket, and we're getting a chance to taste test it for you. We'll let you know. It's going to be melted.
Luna Lily, evening all. It was my birthday Monday. I was 41. Happy birthday, Jason. Same age.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff.
Days apart.
Literally days. Absolutely brilliant.
No, we haven't done a Waitrose because they're quite distant from us.
Yeah. Yeah. It's places we would frequent on a regular basis.
Well, it's also places within about the same distance.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. We have got an M&S quite local to us, but it's also quite small. The food section of it is quite small.
It's all right though.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done one haul there. We need to at least do one more.
Yeah, well, we were saying this about M&S the other day. I could be mistaken, and do pop something in the comments if I am, but I don't think M&S have had anything drastically new in the last few months.
Matt's here, but this time he's come as his channel, The Distance Live Acoustic Wedding Party.
There you go.
Who you should follow. Honestly, amazing.
Yes.
Just amazing musicians, amazing vocals. Fabulous.
Yeah. And regular uploaders as well. None of this like, I'll upload something and then you don't hear or see anything for 3 months.
And really good priced albums as well.
Yes. And thank you very much for the birthday wishes. Happy bloody birthday, big boy. What are you now? About 28 or something? Yes. Yes, I am. Yeah. Oh, Jade says M&S now have mini Kievs. Oh, interesting. Good. And Marcus is loving the jewellery range you are selling at the moment, Paul.
Oh, yes. That's a quick point for anybody who's not a member of our group on Facebook. We have a group on Facebook, just in case you didn't know, That Vegan Group, Vegan Food and Friendships. But if you just search That Vegan Group, it should come up. And in there at the moment, I am. I've had all this jewelry in this box for a good few years. I used to sell it regularly at festivals and things, and occasionally online. And it's just been sat there, and I'm like, it should be worn. It's beautiful stuff. Some of it's beautiful. So there's a big post in That Vegan Group, and I'm keeping it updated. And it's sterling silver with semi-precious gemstones, and it's all a £5. Each item's a £5.
There we go. That's
gorgeous.
Better. Bit more space, little bit of a wider angle shot. There we go. Nice. Imran just said something rather funny but slightly disparaging towards Waitrose. I'm going to read it out. You know, Waitrose are to down to earth what Miley Cyrus is to rational explanations for why she ditched veganism. Nice, nice. UK vegan family, thank you very much for the happy birthday wishes. We're going to start the quiz soon. It's going to be fast and furious as always. Pens and papers at the ready. If you're like Vincent, you might want to be shuffling those papers frantically to get ready for the quiz. Yes, we've not even tried the other Galaxy chocolate bars, Darren, to be honest. So we're.
I'm just, you know.
You getting ready?
She's getting tight.
Okay. Well, we are. The quiz is imminent. I know, John. I know. I'm going to get rid of it. I'll be honest with you. I thought I was going to get rid of it this morning. John says, Jace, it hasn't grown much, has it? The tash. No. And I've not done much with it. MKD, thank you so much for the super chat.
Always be on your side. Oh, may luck always be on your side and love always by your side. Happy birthday, Jason. Much love. Thank you so, so much.
Thank you. That's lovely. It's a lovely thing to say as well. Lovely thing to write. Really nice. No, so back to, sorry, what I was saying. It hasn't grown. I haven't chopped it really in any way, just kind of trimming it so it doesn't kind of get interfered with when I'm eating, just on the front here. But no, I think I'm done with it. I'm done with it. It adds a few years to me. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, you know what this means, don't you? You know what this means. We're about to get started with the quiz. I think we may need a little bit of a bit more of an atmospheric lighting situation for the quiz.
Do you think?
Is everybody ready? Are we all ready? We've got 95 in the house.
Sorry,
literally UFC'd me then. Nearly UFC'd me chin right off. I don't know what that even means. Yeah, so we've got a whole bunch of people here for a quiz and a bit of a celebration. After the quiz, when the quizmaster and his glorious assistant have done their jobs, we will all be celebrating with a glass of wine. So do feel free to join us for that and stick around after the quiz. But we are going to gear up right now. So pens and papers at the ready. Hopefully everything is going to work the way that it needs to work. Can we try possibly just turning this big light off?
Which one?
This big light.
Stand up when I'm half naked.
Angie's had a bottle already. Ooh, that's a little bit more quiz and atmospheric, isn't it?
Is that atmospheric?
Yeah, I like that. I like that. We can put the big light back on again afterwards. I need to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay. The lights are down. The quizmaster is going to arrive momentarily. Good evening, one and all. Are we ready? We're going to jump straight in to round one. Let me just briefly explain the rules. The rules are very simple. We've got 3 rounds this evening. What we don't want is the answers in the comments. Play at home, and then we will go through the answers at the end of each round. You can mark yourselves. It will be marks out of 10. I'm expecting...
Can I just say, Darren, I think Madonna's blind attraction. Where's more apps?
I'm expecting 10s across the board this evening. Okay, so just to give you a bit of a taster of what's to come, excuse me.
Looking like this. Look at me.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
My hair needs to be a bit higher. You know, for ultimate. There we go. Here's your... Ow. I suffer for my heart.
It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Can we continue? Excellent. Okay, so 3 rounds. First round is animals and nature. Second round this evening is, if I can find where I'm up to, musical superstars is round 2. And round 3 is 80s and 90s TV themes. Okay? So, without further ado,
I should have pounded my chest for a come on.
we're going to start round 1 now. Pens and papers at the ready. Are we all ready? Okay. Question 1, animals and nature. Which large sea fish sometimes attacks humans?
A giraffe.
The shark, the skate, or the manta ray? Which large sea fish sometimes attacks humans? The observant ones in the chat this evening joining us may notice that a few of these questions this evening, because it's my birthday, may have just been brought down a tiny little bit in the difficulty level. I'll continue. Question 2. Did Tyrannosaurus Rex occasionally walk on 4 legs? Did Tyrannosaurus Rex occasionally walk on 4 legs? Question 3. Where does the kangaroo keep its young? Where does the kangaroo keep its young? Question 4. Do insects have 6, 8, or 10 legs? Do insects have 6, 8, or 10 legs? Question 5. Do starfish live in the sea or in rivers? Do starfish live in the sea or in rivers? We all good? We all keeping up? Question 6. Do pine trees have broad leaves or needles? Do pine trees have broad leaves or needles? Question 7. Which baby reptile squeaks inside its egg? Is it a lizard, a crocodile, or a snake? Which baby reptile squeaks inside its egg? Is it a lizard, a crocodile, or a snake? We feeling confident? I said I want 10s across the board. It's my birthday. Question 8. Are acorns seeds of the oak or the holly tree? Are acorns seeds of the oak or the holly tree? Question 9. Gorillas catch and eat monkeys. True or false? Horrific. Gorillas catch and eat monkeys. True or false? And the final question in this round, question 10. Is the world's largest bird the ostrich or the vulture? Is the world's largest bird the ostrich or the vulture? Get your questions down. We're going to have the answers in just a second. Okay, we're going to go through the answers. I'm going to wet my whistle. Bobby's feeling confident. Kelly's feeling confident. I hope you're feeling confident. I really do. I really do. And I hope it's for a good reason. Okay, so answers. Are we ready? Top your scores up at the end and let us know in the comments what your score is out of 10. Question 1, which large sea fish sometimes attacks humans? Of course, it's the shark. That was a nice, easy one to start off with. If you got that wrong, well, I'll say no more. Question 2, did Tyrannosaurus Rex occasionally walk on 4 legs? No, its front legs were just too small. Even if it had tried, it would have snapped them terribly, terribly. Question 3, where does the kangaroo keep its young? In a pouch. If you didn't say pouch and you just said on the front of its belly in a pocket, that's fine as well. Question 4, do insects have 6, 8, or 10 legs? It's 6 legs for question 4. Question 5, do starfish live in the sea or rivers? They live in the sea. Are we all doing good? I hope so. I hope so. Question 6 was, do pine needles have broad leaves or needles? They, of course, have needles. Question 7 was, which baby reptile squeaks inside its egg? The lizard, crocodile, or snake? Crocodile. I didn't know that. Fascinating. There you go. Question 8, are acorn seeds of the oak or the holly tree? It is the oak tree. Question 8, the answer is oak. Question 9, gorillas catch and eat monkeys. True or false? False, of course. They are predominantly herbivores. They will occasionally eat ants, dig around for ants and stuff, but they are predominantly 99% herbivore. What?
Teenage T-Rex had an awful time. That's that Imran.
Imran. Gutter. Gutter talk, that. And the quizmaster won't tolerate it. Jason does. Jason appreciates it greatly. Question 10, without further ado, is the world's largest bird the ostrich or the vulture? It was, in fact, the ostrich. So please do tot up your scores for question 1. I'm going to do this one. Oh, yes. 10s and 9s across the board.
10, 10, 10, 10s across the board.
Occasional 8s, the odd 7, but I'm pleased. I'm very happy about that. Good. Josh, 10 out of 10. I am a genius. Muddy Paws thought the shark one was a trick question. Well, you know what? To be fair, Muddy Paws, actually, you've got an interesting point there, because I think, you know, all animals of the world, if backed into a corner and felt like they were being attacked, they would try to defend themselves, wouldn't they? So I reckon if you was trying to mess with a manta ray, it'd give you a backhander, back finner.
Oh, they're known for it, manta rays. That's what killed
Stingray.
Same thing as they've all got barbs.
Oh, yeah.
And if you get too near to them, they feel threatened, they will barb you.
Yeah, well, there you go. There you go. So, yeah.
Steve.
The library is open. The Occasional 8 is a great name for an indie band. Someone get on that. I like it. Yeah, I like it. Bobby, yeah, how weird. How weird about the squeaking. The squeaking with the crocodiles. So we're going to, everyone's done awesome. Everyone's done awesome. We're going to just move along, I think. It would be rude not to.
It would. We're
going to move along straight into round 2. And we can only do that with a suitable introduction. Okay, are we ready? Round 2. Round 2 is, just to remind you, musical superstars. Okay, 10 questions. We're starting with question 1. I use the term superstars loosely, by the way, just as a point of reference, because music can be very divisive. I appreciate that. Question 1. Who recorded the Immaculate Collection?
No idea.
Who recorded the Immaculate Collection? Remember to write your questions down in front of you on your paper or your phone, not in the comments. I don't think anyone has. I think everyone's been very good tonight. Question 2. What was the title of the first album from the Spice Girls? What was the title of the first album from the Spice Girls? Question 3. I Will Always Love You was an early 90s hit for which superstar? I Will Always Love You was an early 90s hit for which superstar? Question 4. Alan, Jay, and Donny were part of which 70s group? Alan, Jay, and Donny were part of which 70s group?
Of course. I was like, yeah, okay. Got it.
Question 5. Who first charted as a solo performer with Careless Whisper? Who first charted as a solo performer with Careless Whisper? Question 6. Which group is made up of Gibbs? Which group is made up of, was made up of Gibbs?
Surname.
Question 7. Who was the first to leave Take That? Who was the first to leave Take That? Question 8. Who teamed up with Barbra Streisand for Tell Him? Who teamed up with Barbra Streisand for the song Tell Him?
Can I give him a clue?
Yeah.
Not by the person, just in case you don't remember the song. Tell him that the sun and moon rise in his eyes. Reach out to him.
That was great.
Yeah,
well done.
Like that.
Liked that a lot. Yeah, excellent. So yeah, a little hint there from the Glorious Assistant. And the last 2 questions. Question 9. Who was the original lead singer with the Supremes? Who was the original lead singer with the Supremes? And question 10. How many people were in the original lineup for Queen? How many people were in the original Queen? Okay, make sure you've got all your answers. We are going to go through them momentarily. Josh thinks he's doing good. Stop that. We'll stop that right now. Are you okay? Yeah. Okay. Are we ready? Mark yourselves at home. Okay. Don't cheat because you are only cheating yourselves.
True.
Okay. It's fun and games. Question 1. Who recorded the Immaculate Collection? Madonna, of course. Question 2. What was the title of the first album from the Spice Girls? Spice. Not to be mistaken with that horrible, horrible drug. Very different thing. Question 3. I Will Always Love You was an early 90s hit for which superstar? Whitney Houston, of course.
Written by Dolly Parton.
There you go. If you knew that, well done to you. You don't get an extra point.
As featured in the musical Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, the movie. Very good. Beautiful. Good film, actually. Really good.
Stuart, the library is open. Everyone better have got the Spice question. I bet. I agree. I agree. Right, where are we up to? Question 4. Alan, Jay, and Donnie were part of which 70s group? The Osmonds.
And they call it puppy love.
Boo, 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 boo.
But I guess they'll never know.
Can't go any lower than that. Question 5. Who first charted as a solo performer with Careless Whisper? The late, great George Michael. Yes, so question 5, George Michael.
I love that song.
Question 6, which group is made up of Gibbs? Was made up of Gibbs? The Bee Gees. The Bee Gees is the answer to question 6. Question 7, who was the first to leave Take That? It was, of course, Robbie Williams. Question 8, who teamed up with Barbra Streisand for the song Tell Him? It was Celine Dion. Question 9, who was the original lead singer with the Supremes? Diana Ross. And the final answer for this round, question 10 was, how many people were in the original Queen? 4. Question 10, the answer is 4. How many did you get right, everyone? How many did you get right? Oh, 8. Leanne, 10. Smashing it, Leanne. I would expect nothing less. Michelle Lowe, 9. Darren's on 7. Carol, 5. Sharp intake of breath. Like someone does before they're about to give you a quote to fix your plumbing. I meant your plumbing, like your taps. Disgusting. I think Ashleen has just joined us. Ashleen, don't worry, you've missed 2 rounds. The best round is saved for last, so don't you worry.
Now that actually looks like my hair. Because I blended my hair.
Ah, it does.
Into it.
That looks great. Imagine how high the hawk would be.
I know, right?
You would. I don't think it'd be possible.
Like my hair.
Gabby SPN got a 9. Peaky Pickers got a 9. 2020 Bridget 9. Smashing it tonight. I think I'm getting there. I think I'm getting there with the question leveling. Sometimes I'll push it, test it a bit more. Sometimes they'll be harder. Sometimes they'll be easier. We just don't know. Are we all ready for the 3rd and final round of this evening? This is 80s and 90s TV themes. I'm going to do my best with this. I've not done a round like this before, so do please bear with me, okay? Let me see if I can get this right. Okay, pens and pencils at the ready. Final round. Final round, 80s and 90s TV themes. We're going to start with 80s TV themes. There's 5. Then we're going to go to 90s TV themes. There's 5. Okay, let's go. I've got to try and get this right now. Oh, am I in the right ones? Yes, I am. I hope you can all hear. This is important that you can hear. You're only going to get a snippet. Okay, so write down what was the TV show.
I think that so well.
Are we ready? Before I continue with this round, can everybody hear the samples okay? Just let me know, because I can bring the audio closer to the mic. Could everybody hear? I don't want excuses afterwards. I couldn't hear the music. How did lousy? Yes, yes, yes. Loud and clear. Brilliant. We're going to continue on. Okay. Number 2. Making your way in the world today. That was 2. Question 2. What was the TV show? Number 3.
Oh, I missed that show.
Oh, what have you done? Don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you. Okay. Question 4. What was the TV show? These are easy, surely. Everybody's got to be getting 10s out of 10s on this round. Number 5 in 80s TV themes. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road, back again. Yes. Okay, so that was the 5 questions for 80s TV. We are now going to go to 90s TV. Spreading it out a little bit. You know, everyone gets a fair chance. Some people are more into 80s TV. Some people are more into 90s TV. And I'm sorry to those 100 people in the house that aren't into any TV. I appreciate that, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry about it. Okay? 90s TV. Are we ready? The last 5 questions, the last 5 samples for you to go through.
If you don't like music, look at my glittery tits.
That's another reason for having a glamorous assistant. Do you know what I mean? Whoever that may be. Number 1 in 90s TV themes. What TV show is this?
Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to...
How became it? Okay. Number 2. Okay. Number 3. Might be a bit of a mixed bag, this one in the house. We'll see how many get this one.
Tell me why I love you like I do.
Number 4. 2 more left, and then the quiz is done. And I'm seeing 10s across the board for the final round. 4 of 5. You'll get this one, Ben, surely.
Oh.
I'm going to leave it a little bit longer. So you're getting. Last question. What is the TV show, 90s TV show, based on this little sample you're going to get right here? And this is another, I'm not sure how many are going to get this one. You know it. So you're getting.
That should give it away.
That should give it away. Okay, so I hope you have all got your answers down. We're going to give you a couple of seconds to just think about it all. And in that time, just do it one more time. It's got to be done. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so are we ready? Answers. So, number 1, what was the TV show? Love Boat. I'm hoping everyone's got these smashed.
Love Boat.
Josh thinks he got 10. Josh thinks he got 10. We're going to find out. Question 2, what was the TV show? Cheers. Of course, some classics. Number 3 was Wonder Years. The Wonder Years. Wonder Years.
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Everybody leaves the room.
Oh, more people have come into the room. It's even better. It's a
hello.
good thing.
Hello.
We've got another 10. Hello to those 10 that have just come in. And you're trying to figure out, is it the start of the quiz?
What the hell is going on here?
It's the end of the quiz.
What?
This is the final round.
Who's this dude with a wig?
So that was Wonder Years
Actually.
for 3. Number 4 was Cagney and Lacey. Number 5 was the Golden Girls. Golden Girls. Classic. We're going to go to the 90s TV theme tunes now. Number 1 was The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Great series. Number 2 was Seinfeld. Classic bass line. Number 3 was Mad About You.
Would have hated it, but Helen Hunt was in it, so
Helen
it
Hunt.
was all right.
Yeah.
I still can't get past him out of Aliens. He's tainted himself as an actor with me.
Awful. Isn't it terrible when an actor does that? It's not their fault. It's not his fault that he was a horrible, horrible man in Aliens.
I don't know. You don't see them screwing each other over for a percentage.
Okay. Number 4 was Quantum Leap.
Mm.
Yes.
Hoping each trip would be the trip home.
Number 5 was the one I wasn't sure people would get because I don't think it was that popular over here in the UK. But it was Home Improvement.
With Tim, what's he called?
Tim Tyler. Tim the Tin Man Tyler. Tim the Tool Man Tyler.
Oh, Andrew, 2 out of 10. 1 out of 10. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Tim Allen, thank you.
Josh,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you for the reassurance, Josh. I worry when people are getting 1 out of 10. Darren, what's going on tonight? You do need a drink. I didn't think those were that difficult. I thought they were well known. The library is open. 10s across the board, of course. You've given me food for thought.
Did you have fun though?
Yeah.
Because that's all that matters, really.
That's all that matters.
It was all about the fun times.
Yeah. But there's been some great scores tonight. Everybody smashed it in round 1 and 2. So you know what? I'm kind of glad that I challenged you a little bit with round 3. And now the Quizmaster's going away. Jason's going to enjoy the rest of his birthday with you lovely, lovely, fine people.
And I'm going away as well because I couldn't get my hair did this week. So, what with the COVID and everything. And, what Nancy Pelosi did at the salon. So they're all closing because they're scared. So I couldn't get nothing done to my hair. Couldn't get my nails done. Just whacked on a sequin bra and flicked it over. Bye.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right. We will disappear momentarily. In fact, I'll sit here.
You sit there until I'm back.
And we'll switcheroo.
Ugh.
We will switcheroo. Yeah, lovely. I really hope that you all enjoyed the quiz. It's always a bit of fun. We're on a 3-week rotation, which of course means that 3 weeks from now, we'll be back here doing it all again, probably with a Q&A, but it won't be a birthday, but it'll be just as much fun. Okay? So, yeah, thank you for joining us for the quiz. Do stick around because very, very shortly, I'm going to be opening a little present.
Yeah.
From R. Kelly. Not R. Kelly.
Not our Kelly, not our Kelly.
Yeah.
Shove my bra over there, will you, Belinda? Thanks, love. Oh, it's lovely of y'all to join us.
Should I put the big light back on now?
Shall I?
Yes.
Both?
Should I? Well, yeah, why not?
Is that better? Likewise.
It's a less dramatic light.
You sit, I shall pour us a bit of wine.
Oh. I can get rid of all of that. That's my little prompt thing on my phone. Oh, Aisling, thank you so much for the super chat. Bless you. Happy birthday, dear Jason.
Happy birthday.
I did prep on my birthday. Look at this. I wrote notes and everything. Thank you, kind sir.
You're welcome. Oh, now then, I'm going to...
So how are we all doing? We're back to normal now. I've got a glass of wine. I would just officially say thank you all for being here to share my little digital birthday. It's been wonderful so far.
Oh, should we just show everyone?
Yeah, if you want.
This. So, this is what we got from Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
Vegan chocolate cake. And Jason said, oh, I love that. It's my birthday cake.
Oh, Leanne, thank you so much for the super chat. Have a drink for your birthday. Thank you. I will. I'll have another and another. That's terrible to hear, D-Rabbit. I genuinely hope you're okay. When I was coughing before, I was hoping that people who were watching didn't think I'd got the cove. Do you know what I mean? Because that's the last thing any of us need is to get the cove. Coronavirus! Sorry about that. Magenta, thank you so much for the super chat. Happy birthday. Cheers. Cheers. One and all. But Josh, when it's a birthday, when it's somebody's birthday, you can't turn down cake then, really, can you? So, do you know what I mean? If you've got cake in the house, eat cake. And if you haven't, I can only apologise.
Shall we do your cake?
Oh, Jenny Robinson, awesome super chat. And don't apologise for being late. You are here now. Thank you for the wonderful birthday wishes and the super chat. That is really, really nice of you. Thank you. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. You missed the quiz, though, and that was awesome.
Shall we do the cake, do you think?
Cakey? Cakey? What's cakey, precious? See how I turned it?
Shall we do the cakey?
Yeah, if you want. So we're now just going to do an impromptu cakey, which is kind of a taste test for us because we've never had this cake before.
We haven't.
Has anybody had the cake that Paul just showed you from Sainsbury's? Very reasonably priced, if I remember rightly. Was it less than £5?
Yeah.
Was it £4.99?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no, it was £6.
Really?
Yeah.
I could have sworn it was less than £5.
No.
So the cake was £6, still pretty reasonably priced, I think. But the truth will be in the tasting, of course. Oh, didn't know about this. Obviously, I knew about the cake. Didn't know about this. That's so cute. Love it.
Right. Now it's just going to be me singing it to him here, but can you all sing along with me, please, before he blows out his candles and makes a wish? Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jason. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Happy birthday, my love. Yay!
That's awesome. Love that. I didn't know you got the candles. And they're awesome candles as well.
I know. That's it. It took me ages to hide them.
So nice. Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Oh, bless yous all.
Bless them all. Bless them all. Bless the long and the short and the tall.
Hip, hip, hurrah, indeed, daydream believer.
Right. Shall I cut you a slice of cake, my darling?
Please. And thank you, Denkono. Very kind of you to say. I don't necessarily know if I agree, but it's something I'm conscious of, but I'm not bothered about.
Let's do that. And let's do that.
I can smell it from here. It smells very sweet and very chocolatey. Mmm. Chocolate creme.
Chocolate cake.
Davy Spearing Jones, we are only halfway through round 3. Our internet is so slow. I'm 30 today. I didn't know a single 80s TV song. Well, happy birthday, Davy. I can only apologise.
Fork or a spoon?
Fork, I think. I certainly did, newbie. I certainly did. Thank you very much.
Right.
Sorry, Bobby. Birthday. It's got to be cake. It's got to be cake. You know it.
Impromptu taste test of this cake from Sainsbury's.
Ooh. Well, the fork goes through it very nicely.
I'm always saying me with rich chocolate cake. I need cream.
Yeah. It's a little, tiny little bit dry. It's lovely texture and lovely taste. I'm surprised at that because there's a lot of cream filling in between the layers. But it's still gorgeous and chocolatey though. Yeah. It's the kind of cake, funnily enough, like Paul said, cream, ice cream, or a nice little glass of red with it. You know, filthy as it may be.
Oh, we had another habanero.
Oh, from the garden. Hot
I
stuff.
planned this afternoon, half each. Oh, it were hot. Proper hot.
What would you give it out of 10? What would we giving the cake?
6.5.
6.5.
Yeah, it would be 7. No, it would be 7.5, 8 with cream. Like you said, it's a little bit dry. It's a little bit one-dimensional flavour-wise. Every layer tastes the same. Do you know what I mean?
You know what it needs, innit?
There's not a very distinct difference between the cake and the cream.
Yeah, I know what it needs.
What?
It needs jam.
Oh no.
Or some kind of raspberry to cut between the cream and the sponge.
Yeah, but that would make it more of a kind of Black Forest
Yeah.
effort. There's a lot of this cream here on the top.
Darren says
Try
the
that on its own.
new Wicked Dark Chocolate and Raspberry Brownie is very good.
It's not new. Been out ages, that. It's beautiful. The Wicked Raspberry Brownie. We've had it loads of times.
One you get in like a tray.
Yeah, the Red Velvet Brownie.
Is it the Red Velvet Brownie? I'm guessing it's the same one, raspberry. Red Velvet.
It's not called Red Velvet Brownie though, is it? It's just, but it's raspberry and dark chocolate. It's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
Love it.
It doesn't last long though, that's the problem.
It wasn't cake shaped. He spotted it. Well, we spotted this in Sainsbury's and he was like, I'd have that in my birthday cake.
So it's not Red Velvet.
No, but it's the chocolate.
Chocolate raspberry.
Yeah.
In a tray.
They only do like a few cakes, don't they, Wicked, to do that one. Well, maybe that is Red Velvet one, but that's raspberry and chocolate.
I don't know.
We've had that one anyway. And we've had the pineapple cake.
I don't even know if they're still doing that, you know.
You weren't keen on the pineapple one, were you? Because you're not massively keen on pineapple. Like,
yeah, I mean,
dessert-wise.
not a massive fan. No, not a massive fan. But then again, you know, when you go somewhere and you're like and like a family gathering or, you know, some kind of an event and they give you fruit as a dessert.
Nigel was just saying there about the Bosch lemon cake. We bought one in our last Tesco's vlog.
Yeah.
And tried it a couple of nights later. Yeah, we loved the lemon flavour of it. You said the cake was a bit...
yeah.
A bit...
claggy.
Claggy.
A little bit claggy. It was just, yeah. Which was a real shame because the taste was beautiful. I think you know what it is as well. It's that whole thing of, if I'm going to pay, I don't want to be ripped off just because it's vegan.
I'm going to save that for after. I don't want any more of it now.
I'm going to have that.
I want to see you open your present.
Yeah, here.
That's what I want to see.
You know what? I'm going to say 6. 6 out of 10. Yeah. The rest... I do apologise. The rest of the cake will get eaten, but it will have to be eaten with custard.
Or cream.
Or ice cream. Yeah. Definitely.
Then it'd be nice. Imagine we're like that though. Typically. We very rarely would have just a piece of cake on its own. We'd usually have some kind of cream or, you know.
Yeah. It's surprisingly dry. It's weird that the cream's so dry. That's all. But, like I said, I'm still eating it. That's what I'm saying.
Night, Josh. Apparently Josh is...
Oh, thank you for joining us, Josh.
We missed half the chat. Because we're that busy chatting.
It's only got partly because we've been stuffing our faces. Now I've stopped eating, I can pay a little bit more attention to the chat, see what's going on. We will probably have a little bit of a Q&A at some point, but it's a bit of a random one tonight because it's birthday time. Got a little present over here that I'm going to open in a second. All is good with the world right now, just momentarily.
And Harad's life there saying we made a lemon drizzle cake. We've done one a few times too. And quite enjoyed it, haven't we, when I've made one. But sometimes it's just nice to pick something up off the shelf, isn't it? And not have to kind of go to the effort. But every time I do go to the effort, I'm always pleased with the results.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10. Kelly's gift.
Shall I?
Yeah.
Just dive straight in, yeah? What is this? What is this? Better not have the cove on it, Kelly. Better not have the cove on it.
Oh, that's gorgeous, Kelly.
That's so cool. Love that.
Try it on.
Love
Try it on. Try it on. Sorry.
That's kind of a perfect work t-shirt. I'm thinking I could probably just about get away with wearing that work, tongue in cheek, like, you know.
I get the best views.
I think it's a perfect fit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's an absolutely freaking perfect fit. How about that then? Kelly, thank you so much. That is lovely. And I love the fact it's a Les Paul, I think.
How do you know that?
Because of the shape of the body and the cutaway there.
Ah.
It's alluding to a Les Paul, a Gibson Les Paul. It's beautiful. I love it. I'm going to leave it on now for the rest of the live.
Marvellous.
Yes. So there you go. Thank you so much. That's totally unexpected. Bonus fabulousness on my birthday. I am so happy. That was totally cool. I've not got enough room to twirl it, John. I'll twirl it a little bit. Is that all right? Is that a good enough twirl for you, John? It'll have to do. Delightful. So yes, hope everyone is having a great evening. Hope everyone is having a great week, or should I say week just gone. Yeah, it's been pretty full on, hasn't it?
Yeah.
We've got some. Go on. It still is pretty full on.
Yeah, I was going to say it's been, hence the post on our community feed not too long back about taking a break from YouTube now and again. That was exactly what it said on the tin. Basically, it was to take off the pressure I was putting myself under to do content every day, and then thinking, right, I've got myself into that place by needing to do it myself, and then hearing that people appreciate it, and then I'm like, right, now I have to. But now and again you kind of need to just, I suppose it's just having the freedom to say, do you know what, I'm not going to vlog today I'm not going to vlog. I'm not going to make one today. I'm just going to spend a day. Maybe I'll film for a vlog, but I'm not going to upload one today. You know what I mean? But all of that's been a part of this whole kind of, you know, because we're up and down up here, aren't we, with the whole COVID thing, and apparently we're all, you know, this far away from bloody national lockdown again in England.
Schmarona.
Which is just infuriating.
Yes.
Really.
On a separate note, D Rabbit White, my step-grandpa worked at Gibson building guitars. He hated rockers who abused their guitars for theatrics. He was a craftsman and saw it as disrespectful to the craft and the guitar as its own entity.
Absolutely.
Totally agree. Totally agree, 100%.
Did you know, though, this is true, a lot of rockers that did that on stage had replicas. Like dummies made up that they could smash.
And also the other ones that did genuinely get smashed up were probably smashed up because they were given to the artist, as opposed to the artist having to fork out the money and pay for it. But yeah, I totally agree. I don't think guitars should ever be smashed up.
No.
I think setting them on fire is okay, as long as they can still be used and it doesn't cause any serious damage. But that's kind of contradictory to what I just said, and I do appreciate
I'd be interested to know about the first time that happened and whether it was a show of machismo or bravado or whatever it was, or whether it was a political move, whether it was a statement. against wealth or the wealth divide or the class divide? I'd love to know.
Who knows?
You know, when it, because it became a showpiece.
Yeah, I mean, I
didn't
think
it?
it'd be easy enough to find out.
It became something people would do to just kind of jazz up their show. But I'd love to know how it first started and why it first started.
Yeah. I think it was. I think people would naturally assume that it would equate to the punk movement, but I actually think it probably happened before punk. In fact, I'm pretty sure it would have happened in the 70s.
I would have said 60s. Perhaps late 60s, just as things were kind of, you know, taking a dark turn.
Well, I know Hendrix went to town on a guitar. I've seen the footage. It's not pretty. He really went to town on it. So that was pretty early on. That must have been late 60s, early 70s. No, it would have been early 70s, I think. Anyway. Can I just say goodnight to Magenta because she's heading off.
Oh, good night, Magenta.
Thank you for joining us, Magenta.
Thank you for joining us, my darling. Thank you so much. And we'll see you soon.
Yes, indeed.
You know, we sometimes talk about things we've watched and been impacted by. Well, we've started watching Mr. Robot.
Yeah, we're late to the party. We're late to
Just
the party.
like we were with Schitt's Creek. We
Yeah.
were late to the party with Schitt's Creek, and then we smashed it in about 3 weeks. All of it.
So that's our latest deep dive.
Yeah, we're halfway through the season 1.
Maybe a bit over halfway now. I'm not sure, but it feels like about that, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't know how many episodes there are in the first season.
13, I think.
Right.
I think.
But it's amazing. So if there's anybody in the chat who has got access to it and can watch it and hasn't, highly recommend it. But I'm sure there's probably quite a few people who have already seen Mr. Robot and they're like, yes.
What's he called? Rami
Malek? Yeah, the guy that played.
Just saying he's gorgeous. I think so too.
Yeah.
I said to you, his bone structure blows my mind. Jay says he's handsome, but he's very unique looking, and I'm like, he's just gorgeous. His body, it's his bone structure.
Yeah.
I'd love to drag him up.
But gorgeous in an unconventional way,
Randomly.
which is awesome.
I love that.
Yes, Denkono, yeah, the guy that played Freddie Mercury. So he's amazing. Well, personally, I think he did a sterling job in the Queen film. I think it was phenomenal. I think what he did was amazing and a huge undertaking for any actor, be that live on stage impersonating him or on camera. But equally in Mr. Robot, he is phenomenal.
Brilliant.
Phenomenal.
Such a good series, though.
Yeah.
We watched a couple of films as well lately that we've been like.
Gabby SPN was just saying, I recommended you The Boys and The Handmaid's Tale on Amazon Prime. Absolutely love The Boys. We mentioned that on our live last week.
Yeah, we've been watching The Boys since it came out the first time round.
Handmaid's Tale, I'm sure is great. I've read the book. I'm not in that much of a rush to watch the series because it's just grim, innit? It's grim. It's the same reason why I've not started reading The Road yet, for the same reason, because I just know it's going to be grim reading, and The Handmaid's Tale will just be grim viewing.
Oh yeah, I'm not into that at all.
I mean, Mr. Robot's grim at times, but there's other stuff as well, which makes it kind of totally cool. But yeah, I know it's brilliant. It's had rave reviews.
Yeah.
I think with The Boys, we're as far into season 2 of The Boys as we can be.
I love that Amazon are doing that, to be honest.
I'm less keen.
No, I like it.
I don't like to be restricted.
I don't like it when they put a series on all at once. I think it kind of promotes greed. Smash it all, eat it all now. Just consume it all now. And then want to go on to something else. I like the weekly thing.
Yeah,
It makes you be patient.
Yeah. And that's good. That's good for you. I'm kind of like, but I get it. Thanks, Nigel. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. I've seen the film. The film was good, but to be honest, I'm biased because I really like Viggo Mortensen. I don't think that's how you pronounce his name these days, but I'm really fond of him as an actor. So, but I know the film had mixed reviews, so I'm kind of done that daft thing where I've watched the film before reading the book. But I will get around to reading it at some point.
Is that the one where he's with the little boy and the book?
No, that's the Book of Eli.
Oh, yeah.
Although it is him and his son in the film. It's just him and his son.
Right, excuse my itchy nose.
Yeah. Carol Mullen, guitarist Pete Townsend of The Who, was the first guitar smashing rock artist.
So I wonder why. Because The Who could be quite prolific, couldn't they, and political?
Yeah. I thought it was Pete Townsend too. Yeah, probably was. You know what? I'm sure there's a whole wiki page all about it. So yeah, no doubt we'll look into that, because that is a curiosity. Who was the first person to smash up a guitar and why? If it was Pete Townsend, why did he do it? Was it just in the moment?
D Rabbit White. I do occasionally. It's like with Schitt's Creek. We were late to the party, so it was all already there, and it had been there for, you know, a few years.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like, yeah, let's just smash this. And we did, you know, within a couple of 3 weeks, all of it, and loved it. But, and I've talked about this on the channel a few times, whether it be on a live or in the kitchen vlog, I think that society now has been led by the hand into a place where it's okay to be constantly consuming. I'll consume all of that. What next? We've landed on the moon. Where now? We're always we rush so much through things, and the reason that The Railway Children is one of my favourite films of all time is because I've seen it dozens of times, because I fell in love with it as a kid, and then I had it on video and I watched it again and again and again and again. That's why I've got a huge DVD collection there, which we rarely watch anymore, but films that I love because I've seen them multiple times, and I deeply appreciate them for everything, for so many. You know, I appreciate so much about them. It's not just, oh, that was a good film, what can I watch next? It's, that was a good film, I'd like to watch that again next time. Actually, that was a great film. I love the way that this and this were covered. I just like to slowly consume. I'm not like that with food, just with media. But I get it. Now and again, I'm like, let's smash this.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I've kind of appreciated Waiting with the Boys because it's that good. I don't mind kind of just being forced to wait a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Jenny says, probably an unpopular opinion, but I thought Game of Thrones had a great ending. Yeah, I didn't have any umbrage. Didn't take any issue at all with how Game of Thrones was wrapped up. But people like to have a whinge and a moan, don't they?
Well, people have expectations. That's the one of the big problems these days. We all have very strong expectations for everything. When I go to see this at the cinema, here is what I'm expecting to see. I didn't get what I expected, so it's crap. Rather than, I'm just going to go and see this movie, no expectations. Let it tell me its story. And I think we appreciate things much more that way when we don't expect too much. You know,
one thing we don't do, and I know I've noticed a few people have commented, and Bobby's commented and a couple of others, one thing we don't do, we don't that often watch something over again. It's not something we do a lot. Like, we won't watch a film and then a couple of weeks later watch it again.
No, I've mentioned that to you because I used to do. That's why there's a big DVD collection there, because I used to always watch things again.
Yeah,
I can always sit down and I can choose any one of those films from in there and be like, I could watch that film at any time, and I'll always get something from it.
Yeah, definitely.
Even if it's just a reminder of how amazing it was the first time I saw it.
Stacey says, me and the other half have started rewatching The US Office. Always has us in stitches. Yes. I've not watched a lot of it, but what I have seen of it, it is very, very funny. Dare I say, possibly even funnier than the UK version of The Office, but I think it's a slightly different sort of sense of humour. I don't know. It's a bit different. I'm going to scroll down because, as always, the chat has been thick and fast tonight. Yes, indeed.
Oh, keep wobbling that by having our arms on it.
I'm kind of keeping my arms quite still. For the few people in the comments that have not yet watched Game of Thrones, it's a significant and vast undertaking if you're going to dive in. And I would say you would know if it's your cup of tea and whether you're going to get into it by episode 3 or 4. There's a lot of history there. There's a lot of politics. There's a lot of blood and gore. There's a lot of myth and magic. It's quite spectacular. Some great acting. Yeah, I love it. We really enjoyed it, didn't we? Game of Thrones. We really did. Yeah, by all means. By all means.
Yes. Yes, Stuart.
Absolutely, Bobby. We will finish the evening, or close to the finish of this evening's gathering of wonderful people. With
Well,
that.
Stuart, the library is open, has been doing loads of good book reviews, whole collections, cozy crime, fancy things. Actually, one of the books he reviewed on a recent episode is now a film on Netflix, which I'd really like to watch soon, called I'm Thinking of Ending Things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. From the creator of Being John Malkovich, and another really off-centre film. I loved Being John Malkovich, by the way. I thought that was a very clever film. So yeah, we're going to watch that soon. We should all check out. The library is open for his book reviews. You should check out Anharad's Life for fab recipes and rabbits. Smudge.
Indeed. Yes.
Particularly if you've got younger members of the family.
Essence of the Celts. I really enjoy rewatching movies, especially if they stir emotions or feelings and moments of the past. Yes. Nostalgia. We all love tapping into a bit of that nostalgia, don't we? With films, or films that take you to a place.
Well, it's funny how you can kind of tap into the energy of a movie. Here's a really random one for you. Even though Night Mother, one of the most powerful movies ever made, in my opinion, Anne Bancroft and Sissy Spacek, amazing movie. Started off as a stage play written by Marsha Norman. That's by the by. I used to put that film on to do my housework because the character that Sissy Spacek plays, Jessie, is sorting out the entire house, preparing for something. And I used to tap into her, and I'd do my housework and sit down and watch a bit of film. And amazing performances by Anne Bancroft and Sissy Spacek, two of my favourite actresses. Anne Bancroft, I adore. Everything she's ever been in. Everything.
Tom Hemmings, thank you so much. Bless you. Happy birthday, Jason. Have a few Toro Locos on us. Love Tom and Victoria.
Tom, do you know what I did the other night?
Bless you. Thank you so much, genuinely.
I was sat in the kitchen. Not that we could afford it at the moment, but I just thought, wonder what the prices are like now to go to Kefalonia. So I went onto EasyJet's website. Now, considering that the 2 times we've been, the flight has been the most expensive part of it. It's been around 700, 750 for 2 return flights, including suitcases and, and all that. Around 700, 750. Sat in the kitchen the night, get the EasyJet app on. Let's just pretend October the 16th, be a ridiculous time to go anyway, because everything's be shutting down by then, to the 23rd. £250, Tom.
£250
return flights
for both of us
with suitcase.
It's kind of ridiculous, really.
I was just like, yeah, cheers. Cheers, world.
I said to Paul, I would have expected it to be the opposite. I would have expected that flights would be extortionate right now, but apparently not. But like Paul said, it's not an option anyway, but it was surprising and shocking. Kirsty says, just this week received 2 t-shirts from your merch. Great quality.
Fantastic.
Nice one, Kirsty. You've got to take a picture and tag us in it. That's the rules. Unless you're like really opposed to photos.
Nigel Chadwick, Night Mother or Hellraiser? Night Mother.
Although you do like Hellraiser.
Hellraiser's an amazing film.
Very different films.
But Night Mother's it's nothing like Hellraiser. It's not a horror film. Well, actually it is kind of horrible, but it's really powerful. If you've never seen Night Mother, you should seek it out. It's amazing. Those vegan guys, who was your first celebrity crush? Mine were
Agnetha from ABBA and Luke Skywalker.
Marilyn Monroe and Richard Clayderman. All right, I'm gonna be embarrassing. Max Bygraves. I had an album. It was very little.
So there you go, John. I have to think about this. I think.
Kylie.
Yeah, definitely Kylie. Yeah. But I was trying to think if there was anybody else, like, particularly stand out.
Well, I'd have said Sting. Or not.
No, now you've said it. I've never really made that connection. So, birthday revelation, perhaps. Yeah, and perhaps an early crush, before I was even fully aware of it, was the lovely Sting. More so in his police days as opposed to his Sting days. So there you go.
Sending out an SOS.
Birthday bombshell. Right there. Thanks for the question. Was that John?
Yeah.
It was John. I thought it might have been John. Yes. So the latter part of our quiz, live stream, birthday shenanigans thing this evening.
He is still hot.
What?
Sting is still hot.
Yeah, it's all that yoga and tantric sex. Do you know what I mean? It's a fail-safe system. Yeah, but I've lost a bit of respect for him, truth be known. But I'm not going to get into that on my birthday. It's not a time or the place to talk about it. Yeah, so we're going to start to wind things up shortly. And we've kind of naturally, I think some people who join us on these lives have kind of got us all sussed out now. We've kind of naturally segued into the Q&A portion of our lives. We always like to throw a bit of a Q&A in the mix, don't we?
Chuck them out. If you've got any questions, now would be the time to ask them before we get off and watch another episode of Mr. Robot, no doubt. And then possibly have a little bit of a catch-up on YouTube. Although, I have to say to all our pals out there in the connected little kind of YouTube family of vegans, we just can't watch everything. Yeah. It's great to be connected with so many people, but then you feel kind of an obligation, and there's not enough hours in the day.
It just isn't.
To do everything we want to do. Watch the people we're already subscribed to and love, and kind of, and that would be like Leave Everything and Wonder and Tyler and Todd and Emmy Made in Japan and Vivian Tries, and you know, these are all our kind of established, this is what we watch, this is what we love about YouTube.
Absolutely.
Steve Wallace, Noah Craig. You know, I had that chat with Noah Craig, and if you haven't seen it, the last 2 of my Skype stories, Noah Craig and Lisa the Viet Vegan, were so bloody good, and I absolutely, from my heart, I loved doing them. I loved doing them.
They were awesome.
Anyway, afterwards, Craig told us that he was kind of changing the theme, not changing everything about his YouTube channel. But he wasn't doing any more vegan recipes because he's done so many over so many years.
A lot.
And so he was going to start doing some kind of ASMR walking and camping. Well, my goodness, what a beautiful video he uploaded a couple of days later. Honestly, the guy has got such a bloody good eye for things that you might miss walking past, and he captures it, and just, it was beautiful, wasn't it?
It was outstanding. It was absolutely outstanding.
The music underneath was fabulous. And then a couple of days ago, Lisa uploaded another haul where she spent $100.
It's like
It would have been 140, but she had $40 in tokens.
The total opposite videos. And to be honest, those of you that watch us,
my kind of shopping haul.
those of you that watch us regularly, particularly at our lives, you know, it's not that often that we will shout out a specific vlog or video from a specific YouTuber. We might talk about YouTubers generally, yeah, but it's very rare that we'll give a shout out to a specific video from a YouTuber. And Paul is absolutely right, particularly Noah Craig's latest vlog that he did. It's absolutely beautiful.
Just so relaxing.
Yeah.
Just so relaxing and lovely to watch. Yeah.
Kind of watched it and thought, I honestly thought, like, it's not the most positive thing, but I was kind of like, yeah, I don't blame you, mate. That is clearly where your passion lies. Good on you for doing vegan recipes for 5 years. But in your interview that you did with him, he was like, yeah, I don't really even like cooking. He just wanted to give something back to the community for helping him when he needed the help, which is beautiful.
His soul is in what he's doing now.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
Anyway, we need to stop talking for a minute now, because we said this was Q&A.
Questions.
So I'm going to read out, Tom.
Go on.
It's not really a question. It's more a comment, but it's important. Years ago, I used to go fishing, and my kit had been sat in our garage since we moved here. Inspired by your thread on Facebook this week, I took the time today to dig it all out and take it to the tip. Excellent stuff, Tom.
Nice one, Tom.
Nicely done.
Basically, I posted, for anyone that doesn't know, and had quite a long discussion with an acquaintance of ours who's very pro fishing. My status basically said, did you hear about the guy that shoved a giant metal hook up through the roof of his mouth and exited his face by his nose just to prove that it didn't cause any pain and cause no permanent harm? Space. No, neither did I. And then I had an acquaintance get very defensive about carp fishing and how ethical it was and how it was a tug of war, like a UFC fight. And I was just like, really? Really? And then basically went on to say, yeah, and I'm going to make, basically what he said was, I'm going to make my son do it too. My son will do it too. No, if my son wants to, my son will do it too. Just block. Go away. Just go away. Can't be doing with people who get so defensive, and no matter how much logic you give them. But you force that kind of crap on your kids, you're scum. In my opinion.
It's got really dark and negative all of a sudden, doesn't it?
Because I'll tell you something else I don't like. It led on to the conversation. I can't stand, I'm sorry, I have to say it, I cannot stand parents who put their favourite football kit on their child.
Don't even get me started, seriously.
Why would you do that? Your child doesn't know what football is or what a competitive sport is or how the players are paid millions of pounds or how there is violence a lot of the time. So why are you doing that to them? And then they'll go, those bloody Muslims indoctrinating the kids.
It all depends on your interpretation of indoctrination, doesn't it, dear?
Says you with little Tommy in a Manchester United kit while you're taking carp fishing.
I would like to say on a brighter note, but when you was telling me about that conversation you'd had on Facebook the other night, I was kind of like really sad about it, because I was like, anybody that's talking about bringing their kids up and teaching them how to fish and kill fish, I hope they realise that at the rate we're going, when their kids get to the age where they can go fishing, there ain't going to be any damn fish.
There might not be, yeah.
For them to catch.
It's just defensiveness, isn't it? It's toxic masculinity and it's defensiveness. So you tell a bloke, I don't agree with what you do. They'll go, well, why? Not wrong with it. It's all right.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my kid to do it too. Okay.
On a lighter note, going back to what we were talking about before, and I think D Rabbit has got a very good point here when we're talking about crushes. Also, John Cusack. Still have a thing for John Cusack. Wish I could have coffee with John once a week. That's brilliant.
Yeah, well done, Tom. Sorry, you that made me think about all that and the conversation that kind of built up around it this week, and I thought it was important for me to get that out of the system, because this is who I am. I show you exactly who I am. I would rather be an oversharer than someone who doesn't share enough. I know some people I absolutely adore don't share enough, are very closed and private and secret, and I hate that about people.
Can I just mention something as well? Can I just mention something? And I will very rarely do this, but it's important to do it. Let's flip that and reverse it 180 degrees, that whole concept. So what a carnist might say, or what somebody who is quite happy killing animals, eating animals and fishing and all that might say is, well, that's exactly the same as you raising a child vegan. And I would say, no, it's not actually. It's not at all, because what we're starting from is a stance of being completely healthy and completely cruelty-free.
Aware and compassionate.
Then if your child then decides they want to become a murderer, then they can become a murderer and they can choose that route. But when you surely the best thing to do is to start off from the most neutral, cruelty-free, healthy, best place possible.
Just don't force your kids to do things.
Yeah. Anywho,
kids get a really bad rap these days. And you see it on Facebook and on YouTube. You see kids that are too young being treated like adults, kids that are young adults being treated like little kids.
Yeah.
Kids being manipulated and mollycoddled and forced into things they don't want to do without ever being asked, what do you want? It's
true that. We've missed.
Funny old world we live in.
We've missed. I'm scrolling back up because how could I possibly miss for a single second? This is how quick the chat is this evening. John, thank you so much for the super chat. Good sir. Happy birthday, Jace. Give us a Bowie song. I'm not, believe it or not, I'm not that well up on Bowie songs lyrically. I can play quite a few of them on the guitar. But I'm not that well up on lyrically. So maybe we should both do a little song. I've got the first little bit up here.
Oh, you really need to make that bigger.
Oh, for me. I can make it bigger. No, it won't go any bigger. Can you not see that?
Give me a sec.
I don't know.
Kind of put my glasses on as well.
I like a theme, John. I like it when you catch on a theme. You know it, don't you?
You'll have to start it off with
Are you coming with me?
tune.
Yeah. So this is for John, and for anybody else who is in the chat this evening, joining us, who is a fan of David Bowie. I'll try not to slay it too much. Ziggy play guitar, jamming good with Weird and Gilly, and the spiders from Mars. He played it left-handed, but made it too far. Became a special man, and we were Ziggy's band. Ziggy really sang, screwed up eyes, screwed down hairdo, like some cat from Japan. He could lick 'em by smiling, he could leave 'em to hang. He came on a loaded man, well hung and snow white tan. There you go. I'm not going to do the chorus because it gets silly.
Too high for me.
Bowie. I'm going to catch up on the chat. I'm going to scroll down. Tune. Excellent. So yes, any final questions, any quick fire questions you can fire our way, seeing as we fired them at you tonight, before we wrap things up and have a birthday relax, another glass of wine and a bit of TV to wind down for the evening. I haven't seen it.
No, I haven't seen the Israeli vegan advert.
But thank you so much for the super chat, Muddy Paws.
Yes, thank you, my love.
I've heard about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't rush to watch it because I'm very pro-Palestine. Let me just say that.
But also, we've got to acknowledge that Israel is one of the biggest places in the world at the moment in terms of
Even Israelis are sick of Israel.
Yeah,
That's why they're all bloody marching against Netanyahu. There's so much corruption and political crap goes on there.
Terrible.
It does my head in a bit. But yeah, I've heard Tel Aviv is one of the kind of vegan centres of the world now. I just wish that, mind you, we're sat here with Boris Johnson. America's sat there with Trump.
It's not like there's an untainted part of the world right now.
No, I know, but it's the whole kind of, kids throw rocks, so we bomb a village and take it over.
Yeah, I know. Denkono, no, unfortunately not. Although I have occasionally partook in a bit of scotch or a bourbon. But I'm actually, if I was going to go down that route, I'd be more tempted to go towards a dark rum. But no dark rum, just a lovely red wine for this evening, I think. And I'll be quite happy with that, to be honest. And I'll finish off my chocolate cake, perhaps with a blob of ice cream on the side. D Rabbit White, are you planning any more chats with Stuart soon? I'm sure there'll be more. I'm sure there'll be more coming, without a doubt. It's always nice to catch up with Stu, be that on or off camera. Sent me a lovely WhatsApp message early on today for my birthday. And it was very, very nice and very much appreciated. Angie's off to bed soon. Well, thank you for being here, Angie.
Good night, my love.
Lovely of you. Yeah, Imran, that's fair. That's fair. I think they've got, I think they've got it going on over there and they know what they're doing, don't they? Certainly something to look to. In terms of potentially duplicating some really good practice, but we don't tend to do that anymore, do we? We don't do it anymore.
Is she called Jacinta, or Jacinda? She's amazing, man. She's amazing.
Yes, thank you, Imran, actually, for mentioning that, because I was starting to feel a little bit doomy gloomy on my birthday. So thank you for reminding me about New Zealand, because, yeah, although they may not be perfect, when you actually really look into it, they're doing some absolutely freaking amazing things over there. Really, really amazing. And if we weren't just so bloody proud and thinking that we were experts and still the kings of the world, and actually looked at other places that do things really well and just said, let's do that. They're doing that really well. That'll work here. Just the same. Nah. Anywho. So, you know what we need to do before we finish, because I'll forget otherwise.
Huggle.
We need to do a huggle.
Huggle.
Yes. So we're going to spread the love, bring the love in. Come on, birthday hugs all round. Get your breasts out of the way, Bobby. They're right in me face. Bless yous all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh.
Huggles and cuddles.
Huggles and muggles and buggles. Yes, essence of the cats. Hug everyone. Yes. Yes, indeed. And particularly, I didn't know Kerry Andrews was in the house.
I didn't.
One year closer to Velcro shoes and stinking of piss, Bromley.
Kids are kicking off, so the message for us will be tomorrow.
Bless you, Kerry.
Bless you.
Thank you for coming on and thank you for keeping it real. Appreciate that massively. It's been a wonderful live stream this evening.
It has. It's been a lovely live stream, guys, and thank you so much for joining us for Jay's birthday. Thank you just for coming, taking your time, taking part in our Daft Out quiz, singing along with us, being part of Jason's birthday cake, the lovely cards, gifts,
all the messages across all of our social media platforms, all the WhatsApp in the WhatsApp group, everybody just for being here this evening, having a great time and making my birthday feel a little bit more special, because how many times does somebody say that they get to share their birthday with like 100 people online that are all part of this awesome community? It really is genuinely massively appreciated. So thank you very much.
Yes, not a lot of people can say that, can they?
No, it's something I am very aware of, and I really do genuinely appreciate it. You all rock. You absolutely rock. And I really hope you've enjoyed the live tonight. And I hope that in the not too distant future, somewhere in the centre of England, we can have a big, massive meet-up.
I wailed my asthma. I'm WhatsApping Gemini later. I'll take your meeting on Tuesday, aren't you? My asthma and...
Cheers, Tom.
I think my asthma said Tuesday. Check with her and let me know. Right, thank you so much, everybody.
Thanks to our mods as well, of course.
Thank you, Kelly, Hedge Rider, Bobby. You're all bloody awesome. Always putting your time and effort in to make sure we don't get any losers on here. I noticed a bit of something earlier, but it was dealt with very quickly. Like Kelly, she's like, bloody hell, she's quick on draw. If she'd have been in Wild West, no one would have had a chance.
Not a chance.
Thank you to you all, though. You're all awesome. Love you all to bits. Thank you. Thank you. We'll see you again very soon. We love you guys. Love you, mister.
Love you.
We'll see you again very soon. Until then, please be excellent to yourselves and each other.